This means a wonderful milestone. This grants us the opportunity to see ourselves as a church that is fully fledged and fully ready for any service in the church and in the Diocese of Accra. Much money has gone into it, so much, and we thank God that by His grace we had a lot of people coming to support us, philanthropists and people who love God's work coming to support us. You can testify to what was done there, mentioning 1-2 people who did very well to ensure that we got to this place.
The need for the construction of the church commenced in 1995 when the Anglicans saw the need to build a church for its members within that geographical area. However, the actual construction of the building commenced in 1997 till its consecration and dedication on May 27, 2023 by the Right Rev'd Dr. Daniel Silvanus Mensah Torto, Bishop of Accra, and assisted by the Suffragan Bishop Right Rev'd Dr. Kotei Neequaye, coupled with a dedication committee chaired by Mr. Michael Kobler. Some of the priests who saw the construction period from 1997 till the present day were Venerable Edmund Mensah Tete, Venerable Seth J.A. Saki, Venerable Major Ebenezer N.A. Laye, and Venerable Samuel Hansen Addy. It has a conference room, choir vestry, service vestry, clergy vestry, offices, and a children's service block built by an engineer, Dr. Michael Kuku Kraku. Venerable Samuel Hansen Addy, who is being assisted by Reverend Father Julian Clarence Sowa Okine during the interview on the question as to a large number of poor people, yet much money is being invested in the church. This was the explanation he gave.
There are poor people when I don't have a place of worship. We had a church now, St. Alban, which was built for the Anglican Church at site 14, Community 1. And looking at the location today, it's worth of people because we are surrounded by so many squatters. And so at a point in time, my predecessors and the church councils that came before us decided that it is good for us to relocate. And so these have taken actually some 20 or more years to get here. We didn't get here overnight. And so this does not also take us away from our social responsibility. But then you must also have a place to worship God if you expect expansion in this church.
He recollected some benevolent actions they have undertaken.
Recent past, Easter Monday, we fed the children around our church in site 14. Gratis. We just invited them to come for breakfast and we gave everybody some meal for the day. And those who were able to visit us in the afternoon, they also had some lunch as well. And this is not the only thing. We have been visiting, places like children's home and other places to support. We have been supporting the schools, Tema Secondary School and others in Tema, together with the Roman Catholic Church, to render church service to them as well. And we have our members all over the place supporting. For instance, we have a school on our church compound at site 14, and we have provided so much for them. Currently, we have teamed up with Ghana Gas to put up a canteen for them, and so we are actually supporting the society and in the area of education.
However, the S.S. Alban and Matthew Anglican Church, Tema, now dedicated shortly, he thus discloses will be turned into the Cathedral Church of Tema. The reason?
The future is that this church now dedicated, in the very near future, will be turned into the Cathedral Church of Tema, because Tema is going to become a diocese. And once the diocese is carved, you must have a cathedral, which means that the cathedral will be the seat of the bishop. It is a chair of the bishop that is called the cathedral minus the air. And so where the bishop sits in worship, we see it at the Cathedral Church of SS, Alban and Matthew. And so we will be the mother church for the Tema diocese when it is finally carved.
That notwithstanding, he advised the youths to offer themselves for service.
You can't say, Openina Obinye Bida, Number Friday Obia Bida. Many a time, what happens is that the present day youth think that when you talk or correct them, you are like reprimanding them. But they forget that we have passed this way before. And so we know the ins and outs of this kind of life. We know the difficulties and the joys that come. So when we are advising and we are talking, we know all. What we have realized with our youth today is that they would not want to do much work, but they want to have excess money. I will advise them that you work before you receive remuneration. And so they should offer themselves up for service, not only to their churches, but to the nation, wherever they find themselves, in whatever situation, or, they must know that they are in to serve. And I believe that when we humble ourselves and come down to that level and support everything that is being done around us, I will see development and progress as a nation.
Lift up your heads, all ye gates, and be lifted, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in.
Who is the King of glory?
Let this door be opened.